What can I say about Forza Horizon 5? Wow. This game has a really strong start, as most Forza games or most Forza Horizon games have a really strong start.
Home. The most beautiful place on earth. Where everyone is welcome. Together, we can explore the wonder and beauty of Mexico. Experience true freedom. Feel alive. Let's go together as friends and family. You may ask, are we ready for what happens next? My friend, one thing I have learned chasing the horizon. Sometimes, you just have to go and enjoy the ride.
And that's despite also me having to disable the weird accessibility feature that was enabled. So every time I go through a menu, there was the voice talking. But once I disabled it and restart the game, I got blown away by the amazing opening to this game. This game does look really great, which is expected for a Forza title. I've been using performance mode with 60 frames per second. I've been playing for a couple of hours today. And even with the Series S, this game just looks great and it performs almost flawlessly. I say that because there was a couple of bugs within my performance. Some cars were just disappearing from the screen, but nothing that was game breaking. Everything ran fine and smooth. No frame rate issues, no lag. Everything was great.
Eh? You go enjoy yourself. I have to go make another delivery. Drop zone approaching. Lovely day for a drive.
Now, there are some things to keep in mind with this game. You earn something new called accolades, and you get these by completing various objectives and challenges, and you can use them to unlock new items and vehicles. Vehicle customization has been improved. The screen is a bit more simplified for you to get your upgrades in. Performance in the cars, in my opinion, have been tweaked to be better, and the aspect of drifting just feels easier and much more better in this game because I couldn't drift for a damn in the previous games, but I'm doing just fine here. The game also has a bit of personality in this one, or a bit more personality in the aspect of how some of the characters interact and how they are, but also because your character now has a voice. You get to be part of the cutscenes. Your character is part of the story. Is no longer just a mute, racer. You have a voice. You're part of the cutscenes, and your character's personality is a bit bland, but it's a start, and I'm fine with it. And more about the character stuff a bit later down the road as we get down there. Let's talk about the map of the game. I can't say whether or not the map is the biggest of the other Forza Horizon games. But you get, you pretty much know what you're going to get with the map. You're going to get various different terrains and locations. You're going to have the city area at one part. You're going to have a jungle area, desert area, etc.
Superstar making their way to the festival right now.
Colors in the game just look great on a 4K TV. When you're driving through the jungle, just the trees and the grass just looks amazing. Just all the color that pops into the screen while you're playing is just amazing. It's really amazing. You have different events along the map as well, such as speed traps and the danger signs where you got to do a jump and see how far you can go, stuff like that. There's also speed zones. I didn't find a drift zone yet, but I'm sure they're in the game. You also have the usual fast travel boards to smash, the EXP boards to smash through, so you can gain more experience and decrease the cost of your fast travel, just as you see in any other Forza Horizon game. Of course, you get a bunch of new cars within this game, as well as some old ones. One in particular is the new Toyota Supra that recently came out. And I'm sure there's so much more cars in this game to unlock and buy. You do have your legendary finds, both in barn finds as previously, but also a new section where you have to find specific cars that were once found by someone's family member.
Let me just get the door.
Está aquí. It's really here. We found it for you, Papa Fernando.
But look at it. I've never seen a beetle like that.
It's all part of the story, which is pretty cool there. You do have, assuming you have a save file from previous Forza games, you do get some cars gifted. I got the main Lamborghini from Forza 3, a Porsche from Motorsport 7, a couple of other cars that got added as well. So you do get a bit of an early start with those cars if you have those previous save files, within your Xbox. And I don't know if this feature was included in previous games, but when you do a race, it'll recommend a vehicle that's better suited for that track that you should use. And you still have the freedom to choose whatever car you want, but I don't recall seeing it in previous games, so you do have that now, which is pretty cool. You still have showcases, and my only problem with the ones I did so far is that it feels like they're continuing to recycle things. Even when I compared 3 to 4, there was a showcase where you race against a train in 3, and you do it again in 4, with the exception being 4 is covered in snow. In Horizon 4, you do race against dirt bike racers in one of the showcases, and here, at least in one of the first early ones, you do it again as well. I do hope that it's not all just recycled, and they do have a couple of new things as well, because they are very creative with this game, and so I want to see how that creativity can reach high new peaks. So hopefully there is some new stuff there. It also made me wonder if we're ever going to see motorcycles added to the games, because we do have character models and we've seen motorcycles and dirt bikes, primarily dirt bikes, in the games before.
Pilot, what is that? Wait, is that a wingsuit?
There is 2 confirmed expansions for this game, so it could be within an expansion. Considering Horizon 3 had the Hot Wheels expansion, Horizon 4 had the Lego expansion, this one could be a motorcycle expansion. That would be pretty cool. It's not a deal breaker for me, but it would be pretty cool. Moving on from there, online multiplayer. I have not had a chance to experience it yet, so I have no comments or opinions on the multiplayer as of yet, but there are other videos out there, such as Game Ranks, that already talked about online multiplayer, so you can check that video out, or other videos if you want to know about that. There is a new storm system, I believe, in the game. Again, I didn't experience it that much yet, so I am excited to see what they do with it. I wasn't too fond of the season system from the previous game, only because they change once a week and you don't really have enough time to stay within your favorite season. That being the fall season for me. I always hated the winter season. So it's a good thing that it's different here. That they are doing different things each time. So I appreciate that from them. Character customization. So as I mentioned earlier, there is character customization. There is a character in the game. You get to choose a voice, and there's more options here as well. You get to choose if your character has a prosthetic. You get to choose your pronouns. You get to, you have more options for a choice of what the character looks like. Previous games, it was very limited to the different character models, so you have more character models here. Not many choices of voice. It's just one male voice and one female voice. There should have been more voices recorded, but there's just the two that you can use. Clothing items as well. You can also unlock some very bizarre outfits throughout the experience of your game. But it's great of how very inclusive this game is, considering that you can choose your pronouns. You can create your character not as widely as a game like Saints Row's character customization, but you do have some decent options here to make the character that you feel best represents you, and that's pretty cool. Moving on to the final thoughts. The best part of this game is, like I said, how creative it can be. The opening was, if you just play the opening, that's all you need to play to be interested in this game. It's just play the opening level. Other than that, it's on Game Pass, so you don't have to pay for it. But if it wasn't on Game Pass, I would pay for this game full price, because this game, mind you, I am a Forza fan. I got my first Xbox. We had a family 360 in the house, but my first personal Xbox was the Xbox One S, because it came with Forza 3, and I've been a fan since then. So I would recommend this game to anybody who is interested in the racing simulators, or they just want to try something new for a change. It's on Game Pass. It's great. It performs amazingly, and I am very entertained here. I am.
If anyone can do it, she can. Scotty believes in you, girl.